I can't believe I have been selling digital product on Etsy over a year now. It's been a great year. I consider my shop a very successful side hustle business. Today, I'm going to share my numbers and some key learnings here. If you're looking to start your digital shop or have just started, some of this information will probably blow your mind and change the way you think about doing digital business. Without further ado, let's dive in. For those who don't know, X is the online marketplace for selling handmade and digital goods. It has 7 million active sellers and 92 million buyers. It's a very popular platform for digital sellers. My shop is about a year and 2 months old now. If you look at my stack, I have a total of 61,000 visits, 4,155 orders, a 6.8% conversion rate, and I have made $40,230.81 in revenue. And yes, profit. I made $17,816 in profit. Profit margin is about 44%. I don't know how you look at these numbers. It's lower or higher than your expectation. But to me, this is a great numbers for a side hustle business, isn't it? And I also think it's a more realistic and more achievable numbers for everyone if you're willing to take the adventure I did. And let's talk about it. The nature of a digital product make it easy to get started. No matter what country you are in, you can sell to people around the world, and you don't need to worry about handle shipping and fulfillment. It's all done automatically. But the flip side of the coin is you are also competing to people around the world. Making $100 a month for you might not enough to fill up a gas tank, but it could be a significant amount for your competitor in another country. Enough to support a family for days or even months. To compete with people motivated to work harder, longer, and offer much cheaper price than you, going to be very, very tough. Dealing with competition has always been part of my journey. This is actually the second shop I started. I opened my first shop 1 month before this one, but it didn't receive any traction. After a month of research, I opened my second shop. This time, it started selling from day one, and since then, I never had a single day without sales. Some people may say you probably need more patience with your first shop. Give it more time and it's probably going to work out. But the truth is I didn't close my first shop. I let it run alongside with my second one. But guess what? After half a year, the result was still the same. The digital product market is fast paced. The competition today and tomorrow will be different. And the technology that help you create this product is changing every day too. Think about how easy it is for AI to help you create a document or image today compared to 1 year ago. If your product not going to sell in a month, it's probably not going to sell ever. Or even if it eventually sells, it's probably not going to make the number you're after. So, what's the difference between my first and second shop? The difference is I choose a smaller and less competitive niche for my second one. This is also why I can keep my conversion rate high at 6.8%. Because in an oversaturated niche, you will get a lot of window shoppers, and your conversion rate will tank. On the other hand, in a less competitive niche, I was able to stand out more easily, and some of my products made their way into the first page of the search result, and even received bestseller badge in the first month they were launched. But this didn't last long. Couple months later, competition changed the game again, and my listing was pushed out of first page and couldn't receive any organic sales. That forced me to shift my focus to another new niche again. From then, I was able to be profitable until recently. So, if you are after purely passive income from a digital shop and want to create a product once and sell it forever, you're probably not going to make it. But if you're after some kind of life-changing money, prepare to roll up your sleeves, be adaptive, and get ready for changes and competition. A lot of people sell their digital product very cheaply. You can find $1, $2 item everywhere. But the problem with these are it will take more sales longer or forever to reach your income goal. 2. Actually penalize cheap items by their fees. When you sell on Etsy, there are four types of fee you need to be aware of. A 20-cent relisting fee. This is for every time you sell the item, you will need to relist it to sell again. A transaction fee of 6.5% plus 20 cents. A payment processing fee of 3% plus 25 cents. And last, your country or state's tax on above fees. In my case, it was 10% GST in Australia. You might think this is a lot of fees, but it's very reasonable if you compare it to other marketplaces. But be careful when you sell low value items. That fixed rate of 65 cents will do real damage to you. If you look at this chart, you will see what I mean. The cheaper you mark your price, bigger portion of your revenue will go to Axie's pocket, not your pocket. You can see here, a price of 71 cents, all your revenue will be used to pay the fees. The more you go below that, the more you are going to go negative. And even you raise your price, at price of $4, you are still paying actually 25% of your revenue in fees. I discovered this 1 month after I started my second shop, and I was charged 47% in fees. I soon switched to slightly higher value digital products, which reduced my fee to around 15%. One popular piece of advice on YouTube for digital product is you need to create thousands of items and upload new items every day in order to make sales. But the data I'm about to show you prove this is completely wrong. Over the course of 1 year, I upload 584 products, but only 220 make at least one sales, only 38%. If we dive in much deeper, my top 10 products generate 53% of my sales. My top 30 products generate 80% of my sales. So we are talking about 2% of listing making 53% of sales and 5% of listing making 80% of sales. This is insane, right? And the funny thing about this is all those 30 products was created at the very beginning when I focused on create high quality products. And the rest of the products were created when I tried to scale up the shop by generating more listing and uploading every day. When I start doing that, I have to sacrifice quality in order to produce enough quantity. And guess what? My customer vote with their money. I waste a lot of time. I could have made the same amount of sales with about 40 or 50 items, but end up with creating 10 times more items. Another popular advice from some YouTubers is run the ad aggressively and always max out the ad budget. I tried that and I can tell you it doesn't work for digital products. Let me show you my data. Last year I spent 15K on ads, huge amount, right? But this investment didn't turn out well. It only gave me 18K in returns. My return on investment was only 1.16. You might wonder, that's still making a lot of profit, right? But did you forget, I still have to pay my active fees? Every single ad click cost me an average of 58 cents. And it take me 15 clicks to get one order. After active fees, I lost about $2,000 on running ads. Keep in mind, I put a lot of effort into optimizing ads. My ads conversion rate is 6.72%, way above average 2 to 3% average conversion rate. The result could be worse if I don't know how to optimize it at all. So, next time you hear a guru suggest you to run ads like that, come back and check my number. For my case, my price need to be at least around $11 for ads to break even. And if I want 40% profit margin, my price need to be at least $15. If you want to work out your ads break-even number, I have created a free calculator for you. Link is in the description. If you enter your order, visit ad clicks, and ad spend information, it will automatically calculate your break-even number. If you don't have any of this information, you can use default data as a guide. In a standard 3% conversion rate, the break-even price will need to be at least $14.85 in USD. There are so many things I want to talk about on Axie ads. How to optimize, how to re-signal, how to maintain profitable. I will cover more of this in my future videos. Another thing I learned in the process is try to use your strengths. Everyone has their own strengths. Maybe you are an artist with a very unique art style. Maybe you can produce your product at very low cost. Maybe you're good at optimizing the production process to make it more efficient. Use your strengths to the max. You don't want to be an average shop providing average product. You will then get just the average results. And do you know what the average result is? 74% of Axie shop will fail. The average shop only made $1,650 a year. If you ask me, is it worth to run an online digital shop? I would say yes. Firstly, you can see it's creating worthwhile profit. Yes, it will take a lot of time, trial and error, but once you get through the initial learning curve, you'll probably be grateful to have another source of income. I will definitely keep going with my shop, and in the future, I will share more stacks about my shops. If you want to learn what Axie ecosystem looks like, I have a video here talk about this. And please remember to like and subscribe to support my channel. Until next time, take care.